My name is Ethan Caleb Moore. I'm 17, living in a small town in Oklahoma, USA. It was a crisp fall Sunday in October 2023, and life felt ordinary. My dad runs a local hardware store, and my mom's a nurse at the community clinic. Our Coe's brick house has a porch where my dog, Scout, loves to nap in the autumn breeze. I play junior varsity basketball, keep up decent grades, and usually grumble about ironing my church clothes.
But our little evangelical church feels like home, a place where everyone's family. That morning, Mom made waffles, Dad sipped coffee, and I texted my girlfriend Lily about grabbing ice cream after service. We drove the short distance to Grace Community Church, where I sat in my usual spot, 5th row, behind the Thompsons. Their youngest, Sophie, always giggles and waves at me during worship. Pastor Reynolds was preaching about trusting God in tough times when the first gunshot shattered the peace. Then another. Screams erupted. I turned and saw a man in dark clothes, a rifle in his hands, firing into the crowd. People dove under pews. I saw Mrs. Carter shielding her toddler. Something surged inside me. I had to act. I didn't think. I just moved, sprinting toward the shooter, not away. My heart pounded for Sophie, for the kids, for my parents. A bullet tore through my arm, spinning me. Another hit my chest, and I collapsed, tasting blood. The world grew dim, my mom's voice calling my name fading away. As chaos swirled, a strange calm settled over me. I wasn't scared. I felt free. Then I was above it all, looking down at my body, blood pooling beneath me, my parents kneeling, praying desperately. I saw paramedics rushing in, but I felt no pain, only peace, like watching a distant scene. A warm, golden light pulled me upward, wrapping me in comfort. I wasn't afraid, more alive than ever. Then I saw him. Jesus stood before me, strong, radiant, with eyes that held an ocean of love. When he looked at me, I felt known. Every mistake, every lonely moment, yet fully loved. "Ethan," he said, his voice like a warm embrace, "my brave son." I wept, not from sadness, but from overwhelming joy. He touched my face and love flooded me, like sunlight melting every burden I carried. "You saved 11 lives today," Jesus said softly. "Your courage stopped him from reaching the children." I hadn't realized. I just acted on instinct. But he had more to show me. His face grew serious. "There's a spiritual battle my people need to understand." Suddenly, the light shifted. We stood at the edge of a dark, oppressive place. The air felt heavy, reeking of decay. Distant cries echoed, chilling my soul. "This is where hatred leads," Jesus explained. I saw the shooter, trapped in darkness, tormented by the weight of his actions. His screams weren't just pain, they were regret, realizing the devastation he caused. "He chose this," Jesus said, his voice heavy with sorrow. "Every time he fed anger, instead of seeking me, he chose this path." I shuddered, seeing others there, people who'd attacked places of worship, all suffering the same eternal torment. Their choices led them here, forever separated from God's love. Call to action. If this story moves you, please comment below and share where you're watching from. Let's connect in the love of Christ and spread this testimony together.
Jesus showed me the shooter's torment, his face twisted with the realization of every life he'd taken. The weight of his choices crushed him, an endless cycle of regret. Demons mocked him, replaying every moment he ignored God's call. "They silenced my voice," Jesus said, choosing hate over love. I saw others in that pit, people who attacked schools, churches, communities. Each one had rejected countless chances to turn back. The air was thick with sulfur, the screams a haunting reminder of what hatred breeds. It wasn't just punishment, It was consequence. I turned to Jesus, my voice trembling. Couldn't you have stopped them? His eyes held deep sorrow. Ethan, I called to them. I sent people to love them, gave them moments to choose differently, but love must be chosen freely. I saw flashes of their lives, moments where kindness was offered, where God whispered hope, but they turned away. Demons fed their rage, promising power, but it only led to this. The spiritual battle was real, and every choice mattered. Jesus showed me the unseen war behind every act of violence. Angels fought to plant truth and peace in hearts, while demons fueled anger, whispering lies. Every attack on my people is an attack on me, Jesus said, his voice firm. Those who harm my children face eternal justice. I saw the shooter's path, each step toward darkness, each time he ignored God's nudge. It wasn't one choice, but many, building a wall between him and salvation. Then Jesus shifted the scene. I saw the beauty of eternity. The 11 people who died that day, including Pastor Reynolds, rose into a radiant light. They looked joyful, whole, embraced by love. They died as martyrs, Jesus said, killed for seeking me. Their reward is eternal. I saw families reunited, laughing, free from pain. The contrast was stark, the darkness of hate versus the light of God's love. Those who chose him found paradise. Those who didn't, eternal regret. I wept, overwhelmed by the reality of it all. Jesus gripped my shoulders. Ethan, I'm sending you back. My people need to know the stakes. He showed me churches across Oklahoma, across America, where fear kept people away. Families skipped services, scared of what might happen. Children had nightmares about Sunday school. This is what the enemy wants, Jesus said, to scatter my people, to make them afraid to gather in my name. Satan's goal was clear: isolate believers, sow doubt, break communities. Jesus showed me how attacks like this led some to abandon faith, questioning why God allowed such pain. Others grew angry, blaming him. But Jesus leaned closer, his voice urgent. Ethan, tell them, fear is a lie. My love is stronger. Every act of evil only makes my light shine brighter. I felt the weight of his words, a mission forming in my heart.
Jesus showed me something incredible. For every person lost in the attack, dozens more came to faith because of the love shown by survivors. Families forgave the unforgivable. Communities rebuilt. Churches grew stronger. The enemy means it for evil, Jesus said, but I turn it to good for those who love me. I saw people praying together, refusing to let fear win. I saw kids back in Sunday school, singing with joy. God's love was unstoppable, turning tragedy into testimonies that drew hearts to him. He looked at me, his eyes piercing. Ethan, you must tell them. Don't be afraid. Keep gathering in my name. Bring your children to worship. My house is a sanctuary, not because it's safe from harm, but because I'm there. His words burned into me. I saw churches across America filled with people who chose faith over fear, communities standing firm. Every person who harms my people will face me, Jesus said. Justice is mine. I felt chills. Those who attacked God's people thought they'd won, but they'd face eternal judgment. They'll stand before my throne, Jesus said, his voice unwavering. What you've seen is their fate. But then his tone softened. Yet even now, my mercy calls to those planning evil. They can still choose me. I saw people, angry and broken, hearing his voice, some turning from violence to kneel before him. There was still hope, but time was short. I didn't want to leave. The peace, the love, it was perfect. Lord, can I stay? I pleaded. Jesus held me close,
like a father comforting a child.
Your mission isn't done, Ethan. Your parents need you. My people need your story. I felt a pull, like gravity calling me back. His voice followed me. You're never alone. I'm with you always. The light faded, and suddenly I was gasping, pain searing through me, machines beeping in an ambulance. I was back, coughing, my chest burning. He's alive, a paramedic shouted. My mom gripped my hand, tears streaming. Ethan, you're back. They said I'd been dead for 17 minutes. No pulse, no brain activity. They'd shocked my heart 5 times, nearly giving up. The doctor later shook his head. With that blood loss, you shouldn't be here. Your scans are normal. It's a miracle. My body healed faster than anyone expected, but my soul was changed forever. I'd seen Jesus. I'd seen eternity. For weeks, I struggled to speak about it. His love was so overwhelming, words felt small. But I started sharing, first with my parents, then church members, then local news. The shooter killed 11, including Pastor Reynolds' son, Caleb. But my charge toward him gave 9 families time to escape. I wasn't a hero. I was just a kid who moved when it mattered. Now I had a message to share, a promise I made to Jesus to tell the world what I'd seen.
The attack left scars on our town, our church, our hearts, but Jesus showed me that evil doesn't win. Every time his people choose love, faith grows stronger. I saw how our church rebuilt, how neighbors rallied, how strangers sent prayers from across Oklahoma. Satan wants fear to rule, Jesus had said, but my love conquers all. I saw families return to church, kids laughing again in Sunday school. The enemy's plan backfired. His attacks only deepened our faith, drawing more to Christ through stories of forgiveness and resilience. If you're angry, hurting, or planning harm, hear me. I've seen where that road leads. It's a pit of endless torment, where every choice you made haunts you. But Jesus is calling you now. His mercy can heal any wound, forgive any sin. If you choose him, don't wait. Kneel today, ask for his love to fill you. That emptiness you feel, it's meant for him, not hate. I've seen hell's reality, and it's worse than you can imagine. But I've also seen heaven's promise, and it's beyond your wildest dreams. To those afraid to go to church, I get it. The fear is real, but don't let it win. Your kids need to know Jesus. Your church needs your faith. Gathering together builds strength no attack can break. If tragedy strikes while you're seeking God, you'll step into paradise. I know, I've been there. And if you stay, you're part of God's army, pushing back darkness with every prayer, every song, every act of love. Don't let evil keep you from God's house. Jesus showed me the end times are near. Attacks will come. Satan knows his time is short, but he's with us, even in the valley of death. I saw churches across America standing firm, filled with people who refused to fear. Kids learned about God without hesitation. Communities grew closer, not apart. This is God's will. Love over fear, faith over terror, light over darkness. Every act of evil is temporary. God's love is eternal. Choose it, live it, share it. I'm not the same Ethan. I've seen perfection and returned to a broken world. But I'm here to tell you, heaven is real. Jesus is preparing a place for you. Hell is real too, for those who choose hate over love. Every day he's calling, through kindness, forgiveness, a nudge toward peace. Don't ignore it. Your choices now shape your eternity. I promised Jesus I'd share this, and I'm asking you to hear him. Choose love. Choose life. Choose him. Call to action.
If this testimony touches you, hit that like button and subscribe. Let's spread this message of hope and courage to everyone who needs it.
Back in Oklahoma, I started sharing my story, though it wasn't easy. Every time I spoke of Jesus' love, I'd choke up, the memory too big for words. But people listened. Survivors hugged me, tears in their eyes. Reporters came, wanting details. The shooter took 11 lives, but my actions, running toward danger, saved 9. I didn't feel like a hero. I just did what felt right. Yet Jesus said my story would save more, that some would hear and choose faith over fear, love over hate. That's why I keep telling it. I saw how our town changed. People who'd stopped coming to church returned. Families prayed together, stronger than before. One man told me he'd been angry at God for years, but came back after hearing my story. If Jesus is that real, he said, I need him. That's what Jesus meant. Every tragedy can spark revival. Every act of forgiveness can draw someone closer to him. The enemy wants division, but God uses pain to build bridges, turning broken hearts into testimonies of his love. To those questioning God, why he allows pain in his house, I've been there. Before this, I'd have asked the same thing, but I've seen the bigger picture. Evil is temporary. God's justice is eternal. Those who died in our church are in paradise, more alive than ever. I saw them, radiant, free. The shooter, he's in torment, not because God wanted it, but because he chose it. Every step toward hate was a step away from God's mercy. But even now, Jesus calls to those like him. If you're carrying rage, feeling lost, hear this. Jesus sees you. He knows your pain. He's calling you to let it go, to let him heal you. I've seen what happens when you ignore that call. Endless darkness, regret that never fades. But I've also seen heaven, where love drowns out every sorrow. You have a choice today. Don't wait for tomorrow. Fall to your knees, ask Jesus to take your anger, and let his love fill you instead. I keep seeing Jesus' eyes in my mind, full of love that changes everything. He showed me churches standing strong, not because they're safe from danger, but because God's presence is stronger. I saw kids learning about faith, unafraid. I saw communities refusing to let evil win. This is what he wants. His people united, fearless, shining his light. Every time we gather, we defy the enemy's plan. Every prayer, every song, every moment of worship pushes back the darkness. The doctor called my survival a miracle. My scans defied logic. My healing stunned everyone. But the real miracle is what Jesus showed me. Love always wins. If you're scared to step into church, take that step. If you're angry, lay it down. If you've lost faith, look again. Jesus is there, waiting. I'm just a kid from Oklahoma, but I've seen eternity, and I'm telling you, choose him. His love is worth everything.
Jesus' words echo in me. Do not be afraid. I see them in every sunrise over Oklahoma's plains, in every hug from my mom, and every prayer at church. Fear wants to steal our faith, but Jesus is bigger. He showed me churches thriving, people worshiping despite danger. I saw kids like Sophie laughing in Sunday school, learning about God's love. I saw families refusing to stay home, choosing to gather because they know God's presence is worth the risk. That's the faith he's calling us to, a faith that defies terror. If you're planning harm, stop. I've seen where that path ends. It's not power or revenge, it's torment, forever. But Jesus is calling you, even now. His mercy is bigger than your anger, but you must choose it. Kneel, pray, Let him heal you. If you're scared to worship, I understand, but don't let evil win. Take your kids to church, sing his praises, gather with believers. That's how we fight back, by living fearlessly for Jesus, by showing the world his love. I think of the 11 who died, Pastor Reynolds' son, the Thompsons' aunt, others I knew. They're in paradise, not because they were perfect, but because they sought Jesus. I saw them glowing with joy. The shooter chose darkness, and he's paying for it. But you don't have to. Every day, Jesus offers you a choice: love or hate, life or death, heaven or hell. I've seen both. I know what's real. His love is waiting, but you have to say yes. My life's different now. I'm not just Ethan, the basketball kid. I'm Ethan who met Jesus, who saw eternity, who came back with a mission. I share this story because I promised him I would. If it reaches one person, if it stops one act of violence, if it brings one heart to Jesus, it's worth it. You're part of that mission. Choose faith. Choose love. Choose to gather in his name, no matter what. That's how we win. Together, with him. I'll never forget Jesus' embrace, his promise that he's with me always. When I doubt, when fear creeps in, I remember his eyes, his voice. He's with you too. If you're struggling, if you're scared, if you're angry, he's calling. Answer him. Step into his light. It's not too late, but time's running out. Every choice matters. Every moment is a chance to choose him. I've seen what's waiting, both the horror and the glory. Choose the glory. If this story touched you, subscribe and share it with someone you love. Let's spread Jesus' message together, reaching hearts with his love and hope.
My name is Ethan Caleb Moore. I died for 17 minutes and came back with a warning and a promise. The warning: hell is real, a place of unending torment for those who choose hate over love. I saw it, felt its weight. The shooter who killed 11 in our church is there, not because God rejected him, but because he rejected God. The promise: heaven is real too. Jesus is preparing a place for you, filled with love and peace beyond imagination. I've been there, held by his love, and it's worth everything. Every morning Jesus calls your name. Every kind word, every nudge toward forgiveness, every chance to choose love, that's him. Don't ignore it. I saw those who did, trapped in darkness, haunted by their choices. But I also saw those who said yes to him, radiant in paradise. You have that choice today. If you're angry, lay it down. If you're afraid, step forward. If you've doubted, look again. Jesus is waiting, arms open, ready to heal you. Our church is stronger now. We rebuilt not just walls, but faith. People come, unafraid, knowing God's with us. I see Sophie in Sunday school singing about Jesus. I see my parents praying, trusting him. That's what Jesus wants. His people united, fearless, shining his light. Evil can't stop that. Attacks may come, but God's love is eternal. Every tragedy becomes a testimony when we choose faith. Every act of love pushes back the darkness. That's the power of his church. To those planning violence, I've seen your future. It's not victory, it's torment. But Jesus is calling you, even now. Choose him. To those afraid, don't stay home. Gather in his name. Teach your kids his love. To those doubting, God's justice is perfect, his love unending. I've seen both sides. I know what's true. Choose Jesus. His love conquers all. I'm just a kid from Oklahoma, but I've seen eternity, and I'm begging you, choose him before it's too late. This isn't just my story, it's his. Jesus sent me back to tell you, don't fear, don't give up. Keep seeking him, keep gathering, keep loving. The end times are near, but he's nearer. His love is stronger than any evil, his light brighter than any darkness. I promised him I'd share this, and I'm asking you to listen. Choose love. Choose life. Choose Jesus. Your eternity depends on it. I'll keep telling this story because Jesus asked me to. I'll keep praying for you because he loves you. I'll keep pointing to him because he's everything. My scars remind me of that day, but his love reminds me of eternity. Choose him today. Tomorrow might be too late. Heaven's waiting, but so is hell. I've seen them both. I know what I'm choosing. What will you choose? Subscribe and share this with someone you love. Let's spread Jesus' love and hope together, reaching hearts across the world.